discord.gg/flatearth.
And I just thought that was really funny.
We're kind of trying, whoever wants to step foot in the ring and see how they can fare with the information that the Earth is a globe, or at least produce any information to kind of, put forward what their understanding would be. But then again, you got some people like Lily Purr who don't have anything to say about anything. When asked the question, so what do you think about the shape of the Earth conversation? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. And then you hear them reducing arguments to absurdity because they don't want to be held accountable for the things they say. Isn't that right, Lily Purr? You go to open up your mic, because last time we asked him if he knew what the conversation, what his position was, he opened up to say he doesn't know. I don't know. And we asked, okay, what do you mean by that? Like, what are your thoughts? I have none. I don't know. That's all he was saying. So it's like, and then after a while, he started to defend the globe, and his mask started to slide off. So we started to realize where his position really was. And he's a globe defender, just sounding like he didn't want to hold any accountability to the things he says. Right, Lily Purr? Of course.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can now.
That's great. Sorry, I was in the shops. Did you ask me something?
Yeah. So you being into this discussion, you have no position on what you think the Earth is at all. Not even one.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably undecided, yeah.
Oh, undecided. Why would you be undecided? That's just kind of the question everybody was asking the last time you were here.
Why am I undecided? There seems to be proof both ways. Or I don't know. I haven't seen the whole Earth, so I don't know what it is.
What do you mean both ways?
I'm not. I haven't. I don't know how to go about it. So, yeah. I don't know if it's flat or if it's a globe or what. I'm not sure. Maybe you can prove something to me.
Well, I don't need to prove it to you. The Earth itself can prove it to you. But the interesting thing about when you say you're undecided, I'm trying to figure out what would make you be undecided if, when you go out into the world, right? You go to the field, you see the world for what it is. What does the Earth demonstrate itself to you as?
Oh yeah, based on just the observation, it looks flat. Yeah.
Okay. So what would be the next step logically if you're going to say, okay, if I want to find out that this Earth is curving like they tell me it is, what can I do?
That's a good question. I don't know.
What have the people that say that the Earth is a globe, what have they done?
What have they done? They have given us supposed images.
Selfies.
Selfies from space.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. I'm not too well versed, but I guess there's the whole Aristophanes and
yeah. There you
all
go.
that.
Check this out, man. It's not about being well versed. It's just about being honest of what they provided. Like, what have they given you to give you the mind that it could be a globe? Right.
I realize that most of the things we learn is just indoctrination. It's based on faith. I do see that. So, what have they done practically? I'm not sure. I haven't even looked into Aristophanes or anything, so I couldn't even say what it is.
So, what drew you to this platform, this server, this place?
Sometimes there's some interesting conversations in this, like quote unquote truther communities. So once in a blue moon, I just pop in and see if there's anything interesting going on.
But nothing about the shape of the Earth has any interest to you?
I can see why other people would think it's interesting. Is it interesting to me? Maybe. Yes, no. It's like, maybe if I'm sitting on a campfire with a guitar outside, it's like a conversation you could have, You see what I mean?
I think that it's a fundamental understanding of the world, the physical and natural world around us. If somebody's telling you the physical and natural world is something other than what it actually is, there's a problem.
Yeah, right? That's brainwashing, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If somebody tells you you're living on a water ball that's flying around in the vacuum of space, and you're spinning around, and you're having an elliptical orbit around the sun. If I'm telling you a whole bunch of things that you can't perceive, that you can only say that in my mind it exists because that guy said so, that's an issue, right? It's an assault on your ability to understand the physical and natural world with your senses. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I agree. It's brainwashing.
Okay.
It's indoctrination.
Right. So, based on that, what we try to do here is to get people to realize that when information is presented to you, you can actually take that information and find out if it can be validated or not. It don't matter what it is, right? Rockets going to space or whatever. Like, how can you verify that information?
I can't. I haven't been to space.
Well, that's not the thing. If I said, well, rockets are actually leaving and going to Narnia, or you can take a magic carpet ride to go to Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings. If I'm saying all these things, you say, well, I don't have a magic carpet, so I can't go to Middle Earth. That's not the point. The point that I'm making here is that if they're telling you can go to some place that does not exist, how is that possible that you're going to say, well, perhaps if I had a magic carpet, I could go to that place that doesn't exist? There's a disconnect with the line of reason with people when we're talking about these things. Because you try to...
No.
But that I'm talking to you right now. If the thing that they're proposing to you cannot be validated, and they're telling you stories that you can't verify, why would you then think that you're on the... What are you on the fence about? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I haven't proven what the Earth is in its entirety either way. That's why
so the Earth in its entirety is the thing that's kind of the itch in your brain that you can't scratch, right? So you have to know that in order to know what the Earth is? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, to know if it's a plane or if it's a sphere, to know it, you probably would have to know the entire Earth, I think.
I would disagree with that.
Okay, fair enough. Why would you think that?
Let me give you a reason why. This is my 2 cents.
Go ahead.
I usually recommend people just take like a good 30 seconds to a minute and just look at all the surfaces that are around your area. You'll notice that the surfaces, from my perspective, can only be 2 options. Either the surface will be rounded in some way, or it's not.
Is that a true dichotomy?
I think it is. Unless, could you point out a third option?
There's the concave thing, right? Oh, that's rounded off.
That's still rounded.
That's within the dichotomy.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I couldn't propose a third one, no.
Yeah, I would say it's a true dichotomy. So, like, I personally don't think it's possible to quote unquote see the Earth in its entirety.
No.
But I also wouldn't think that, well, if it's flat here, then it would be rounded over there. You know what I mean?
That an assumption or is that a knowledge claim?
Well, I was just saying that the surface can only be one or the other. So if it's not rounded anywhere, then I wouldn't assume that it's just like, okay, well then over there it's rounded somewhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't think the thing, like, you don't need to see the Earth in its entirety. I don't think that's even possible.
No, I get you. Like, if we were born in like the middle of a jungle and we know nothing about school or anything, and we just looked at the horizon, we would just think, okay, it just continues. I get that.
So, I mean, you could look at it in many different ways, but the description is important, right? So, Lily Purr, are you on top of something inside of the surface or underneath the surface?
I'm inside of a car right now.
No. We're talking about the surface of the Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Are you on top of the surface? Are you inside of the surface, or are you underneath the surface?
I'm on the surface, yeah.
Okay. That's logical, right?
Well, my car is, but yeah, I am also.
Yeah, but when you see that you're on the surface of the Earth is what I said,
Yeah.
I don't know why you keep going to your car. So yeah, you become pedantic because you want to make it more, finite.
No,
What I'm saying though is that you're on top of the surface. Everybody understands this, and the surface of the Earth is being described, right? Okay. So the surface of the Earth is what we're talking about. That is the whole talking point of like the Earth, whether it's a globe or it's not, whether it's curving or it's not.
Sure.
So the surface is what we're talking about. So now, if you're saying that the surface can be curving somewhere else, where is it curving?
Where is it curving? I don't see any curve.
Well, that's the thing. None of us do. Nobody.
Maybe airplanes, but I know the windows are curved, right? So.
Okay, so maybe airplanes. Is that what you said? Maybe airplanes.
Maybe airplanes, and then I added, but I know that the windows might be curved.
Well, let's just. I want to go off of this. What do you? I'm going to post the image in live stream voice text, Lily Purr. What do you think about this image? Is this curvature? Oh, that didn't post. Give me a second. That didn't post. All right.
Wait, I have to. Wait, did you post something?
I'll try again. All right, yeah, just click the image.
Okay, let me just check my phone here.
It didn't post it as a screenshot, but it just posted it like as an image you can click on.
Oh, okay, I have to click on it. See. Yeah, it's loading right now. You asked me, is that curvature? It looks like on the left side, it looks maybe like it's rounding off a little bit. That's all I can say. I don't know if it's curvature.
Well, you don't know it's curvature, but what is curvature?
What is curvature? What is the definition?
So,
is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I don't see why that. I don't see why we have to go into a definition now. Like, if you understand what curvature, do you understand what curvature is? Yes or no?
Oh, you asked me what is curvature, right? So
do you understand, Lily Purr? You've done this before. Do you understand what curvature is? Yes or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if you understand, why would I need to define it?
You asked me what is curvature.
Why would I need to define curvature if you understand what it is? See, this is reducing our arguments to absurdity, Lily Purr. You're not confused. You told me. I asked you what curvature is. You said I know what it is, so I don't need to define it, right?
Sure.
Okay. So with that understanding, is this curvature?
How am I supposed to know if that's curvature? How do you?
Because you know how it's. You know what curvature is. That is why.
Based on this image, it looks like the left side could be dipping a little bit. That's what I can see.
No. We're not using dipping. That's not
curving.
Dipping.
Yeah, curving. Sorry.
There you go. Use the right word. So we're gonna stay in line with what curvature, because this is what they're trying to describe, right? So look at the very top of what the guy posted. View of curvature from a plane. So now when you're saying what is curvature, and then I ask you, do you know what curvature is? You're like, yeah, I know what curvature is. So why did you ask the question?
Why did I ask which question? Sorry.
What is curvature?
Why should I ask that question? Oh, you want me to define it?
No. You asked me to define curvature when you already know what curvature is.
Sure.
Okay, and the guy who was saying view of curvature from a plane was the one who posted this image. So I'm asking you, when you see this image, is this Earth's curvature?
Is this Earth's curvature? Let me look at the image more closely. It could be. I don't know. I'm not sure.
It could be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just an image that looks like it's a little bit curved, maybe.
Okay, let's now.
I don't know.
Image, yeah, fine. That's fine. From that image to the really is level. So if we're gonna figure out if this image is actually truly curvature, then how high do you think planes fly? Let's talk about the really is level. How high do you think these planes can fly?
I think, if my memory is correct, is it 40,000 feet?
Okay, 40,000 feet. So let's just say it's a commercial airline, that's flying around. So are we saying that at 40,000 feet, right? Let's get to the bottom of this. At 40,000 feet, are they seeing curvature like that you're seeing in that image?
Are they seeing curvature? Maybe.
Did you say maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure,
Okay.
man. I don't know.
You're not sure.
I don't know what they see.
So 40,000 feet, if you start to see curvature like the way he's looking out of his window, how big do you think the Earth is? Like, think about it. Look at that image and complete the circle at 40,000 feet. That means that he's probably like somewhere looking at the Earth like a ball at 40,000 feet.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, yeah.
Well, yeah. So what is the issue that we have here, Lily Purr?
Are you trying to infer that the Earth would be really, really considered small if that would be curvature? Is that what you're saying?
Well, use your critical thinking skills. What do you think?
Yeah,
give me your understanding.
I'm saying, is that what you can you confirm?
Well, I don't want to feed you. I don't want to spoon feed you what I'm saying. I want you to tell me from your critical thinking mind how I describe
social work here. Let's just have a back and forth here.
Yeah, I'm trying to engage with your mind so that you don't become somebody who's enslaved with it. So you are, when I first showed you this image, you were like, well, it could go either way. I don't know. It could be curved or not. So you're having trouble with that. So I want you to start to use your mind. Critically think, Lily Purr. That's what I'm asking you to do. If the plane is flying at 40,000 feet, is this Earth curvature?
I'll give you the same answer as I gave you before. I don't know.
You don't know.
I haven't looked. I don't know. I haven't looked into the math. Maybe you could give me the math. I can check it if it makes sense or not.
I haven't given you the math, so I gotta support the Earth being a globe, the claim for it, and all this and that. So you're saying to me that the reason why you don't know if the Earth could be a globe or not is because you haven't looked into it. Is this a part on you being lazy, that you don't want to look into it because you have no interest and you want everybody to spoon feed you all the answers because you're so fucking lazy that you don't want to do anything? Is this true?
It's a funny question.
No, it's not funny. It's real.
I think
it's real.
Yeah, I don't think I have a greater interest necessarily, but I like to talk about it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You like to go into a position where you're just saying dumb things and you're not looking into it. See, you've come into this chat before, and I already know the type of personality that you are. You don't want to look. You're lazy. You don't want to look. You want to be spoon-fed answers. What do you guys? You tell me. You present all your evidence and your information, and then I will sit back in my chair while I relax, and you guys go ahead and do all the work, and I won't do shit. Fuck that. You need to do the work if you're going to find this information out. And that's what this server is built on. You critically thinking about the topic, using your own brain to figure this out. Now, a plane flying at 40,000 feet, seeing this image that we're looking at, right? Looks like the Earth is curving. And then me asking you, is this Earth curvature? There can only be one answer. Right?
Hold on. Is it Earth curvature?
Yes.
Why are you asking me that again? I answered already. I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Because it's just an image. Like, how am I supposed to prove? It's a picture, right? It's a belief. I can't just assert.
Why should I assert? No. It's not a belief. Yeah, this photo could be well have taken at the same. Listen, this photo. I'm not even denying the authenticity of the photo. It could be authentic. That's not what I'm saying. If the photo is authentic, then what is it describing about the Earth seeing curvature from 40,000 feet? Use your mind.
Well, let me just pull in here. Let me look at this image closer.
Are you driving or traveling at the same time? Or you're speaking, right? You're doing something.
Yeah, but I stopped now. I pulled in here.
Oh shit, dude! Are you driving when you do? Fuck, dude.
No. It's fine. It's fine because people are. I'm driving at the moment and speaking. I have two hands on the wheel, and don't tell anybody.
Hey, he's fucking looking things up though, Jemsy. Like if I knew that he was doing that, I wouldn't have fucking engaged him.
It looks
Now,
pretty straight.
go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Based on this image, it looks pretty straight. Maybe it's like in the middle. I don't know if it's because of the picture. It looks like it's maybe rounding off a little bit. I'm not sure.
Does this look like Earth curvature though? Because it's. I'm
Nah,
just saying.
I don't think it's a very definitive. Like this is curved. Nah, I wouldn't say.
No,
so.
no, I'm not saying like just based on the image, man. I'm just saying, what does it?
Yeah,
look
based
like?
on the image. Yes, I'm describing you right now. You're not listening. I'm saying it looks straight. Maybe it's a little bit rounded off. I'm not sure. It's not clear.
Yeah, but you're saying rounded off. What I'm asking is, does it look like curvature? As per the guy who stated. That's what
The
I'm
question, like, is that, remember the geometry of the claim of the ball with specific numbers? When you're looking at that photograph that Mickey presented, is that the curvature that they're claiming? Is that what it is? I mean, could it be something else? Like, I don't know. I don't want to make a claim, but
Yeah, it could be something else. What would you answer that question? I'm not sure. Like,
yeah. So,
would you say no? That's not?
Me myself, when I'm in an airplane, I've been in many airplanes. I've looked out, and I look out. I don't see the curvature of the air. So when I look at this, I'm saying no, that's not the curvature. That's me. That's my answer. I don't think that's the curvature.
And what if I said I'm not sure? Is that a rational answer?
No.
Because we are looking for what it is, what it actually is, right? The Earth is not curving, so are you claiming this is the curvature of the Earth? A photograph from an airplane?
It looked pretty
Go ahead. Go ahead, Miggy. My bad for jumping in.
No. I feel like I think I wanted more people to actually jump in. To be honest, I want people to engage here because, like Lily Per, this question or this photo, this image gets posted to many people on both sides, right? Whether you think the Earth is flat and stationary or you think it's a globe. But what I'm saying is, from the logical standpoint, if this is curvature, what else? What are the implications of it being curvature at this altitude? Because remember, we're talking about where airplanes fly. And you said, you agree with me, right? 40,000 feet, that's probably the height of this airplane where they're taking this photo. I'm not questioning whether the photo's not authentic or it is. That's not even on this table right now. It's the claim.
I mean, why does it even matter? It's just a photo. Wouldn't it be better to look at something more practical?
No, it's okay. When you get presented something and they tell you this is curvature, then you have to start to get into the questions. Okay, how can this possibly be curvature? Let's figure out some numbers, right? What is the altitude of the plane? What is the lens they're using? Like all kinds of stuff comes into play. You don't just look at something and say, "Oh yeah, I see what I see," and that's it. You engage with your critical thinking. That's what I wanted you to do. So when you're saying, "Why are you making me do that?" Like, you just tell me, like, because I want you to think about it. If this is actually Earth curvature at 40,000 feet, then what does that describe about the geometry of the ball that we're supposedly on if it's a globe?
What does it describe about the geometry if it's curvature?
Yeah, if this is actual curvature from the airplane window.
I'm not sure. What do you mean by that?
The size of the ball.
Then the Earth would be probably quite small.
Yeah, it'd be fucking small, wouldn't it? Like tiny Earth.
That's all I can say. Yeah.
Well, that's true because that's all you can say because that's all there is to say. If the airplane is seeing at 40,000 feet that the Earth has curvature at that point, like the way you see on that image, that means complete the ball. Like if you had a piece of paper, put it on that image, complete that circle. How big do you think the fucking Earth is going to be? Not that big, huh? Like a tiny ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the image doing that or not, but yeah, based on this image, the Earth would be quite small. Yeah,
right. Well, that is the conclusion you get just from the image, which is kind of like I wanted people to talk about when they see images like this, using your critical thinking skills. When somebody says, "Hey, look, I got curvature right now. I'm going to show it to you," and they show you this image, you can automatically dismiss it, hand wave it, dismiss it because you're like, bro, if you're saying the Earth is curving, like the way the geometry of the Earth supposedly as a globe should be, then this image is false. Just right out of hand, it's false. Does that make sense? You're breaking up, Lily. You're gonna have to either check your connection.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Yeah, I got you again.
Okay. Yeah, I said yes. Goodness.
That's why when you say I don't know, when I first showed you this image, you're like, I don't know. But we reached the conclusion of the end. The reason why I told you, fuck, dude, your stuff is staticky.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know. Is there any way to mute yourself because you're coming in real staticky right now?
Go.
If you're driving, anyway. But that's the reason why I wanted you to come to the end of this, because if somebody shows you an image like that one and says this is Earth curvature, when you start to critically think about how this is possible, then you're going to realize, okay, you got to figure out the altitude of the airplane, like, you know, what lens they're using, like what they're seeing through, all that, everything, all the variables, right?
Spartans! What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.